Major childhood events, betrayal. A friend or family member whom you trusted more than anyone else betrayed you. You have never fully trusted anyone since, and prefer to rely on your own abilities rather than place your trust in others. You gain access to the suspicious social trait. My sorcerer, it just says sorcerer here, and it's dreams of something different. Your first hints of your exceptional nature come to you as fragments of remembered dreams or in split second visions. As these episodes increase both in frequency and clarity, they unlock a power in your blood you didn't know you had. You gain access to the strength foretold magic trait. Influential associates. The champion. You were close to someone who excelled at athletic endeavors and tests of strength or skill. Through your friendship or rivalry, you developed a competitive spirit that continues to drive you in everything you do. You gain access to the ambitious social trait. Conflict, destruction. You destroyed someone else's property. Sweet. I like how simple
You're
that
down
is.
with OPP.
Compared to everything else. Conflict subject is merchant, and conflict motivation is hatred or malice. And then there's all this other stuff down here. Do I? Okay. My CP is 10. I don't know what that is,
Okay.
but romantic relationships. You had several inconsequential relationships. Well, I assume so. I'm hella charismatic. You have had many lovers, but no long-lasting, meaningful relationships. It's probably
Okay.
because I don't trust anyone. Drawbacks: self-doubt.
No, you can take that drawback off. I'll be writing customized drawback.
Hell yeah, go away drawback.
Okay. You'll like mine even less. So, I put a link in the Roll20 chat that takes you to the page where you find out about CP. About
Okay.
80% of the way down the page, there's going to be step 3, which is moral conflicts, relationships, and drawbacks. You know, when you
Keep scrolling, 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 scrolling.
Yes, I know. It's very long. See how much time you saved using that magical button?
Yeah, no, it's not bad. All right, I'm there right
Okay,
now.
so there's a table called Determining Alignment.
Okay.
All right, so you have 10 CP points, and
Yep.
you can give yourself plus or minus 3, up to 3 points. So if you don't want to give yourself any other points, you can take 0, or you can give yourself plus 1 or minus 2 or whatever. You spend the points. You have to do one on lawful chaotic and one on good evil. So if you
Okay.
wanted to be a neutral character, you could spend 4 and 4, and that would get 8 points, for instance, if you had 8.
Okay, but I have 10, so
Is there a particular alignment that you're shooting for?
Dick with a heart of gold, whatever that is.
Chaotic
Got it
gold.
good.
Good,
Chaotic
good.
good then. Yeah, that's the one I'm
So
going for.
you can do that with 10 points. Yeah, 8 and 2. Okay.
Seducer and Petty Chrome. Is that what that would be?
No,
I'm
no.
confused.
Those are things you already rolled for.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yes.
sure.
So you already rolled on that. I think it was betrayal, right?
Yes,
Something
childhood
like that.
betrayal. Yeah.
So you just spend those points on that alignment table that's directly above. So it's
Directly
in
above.
reverse order. It tells you what you spend it on, and then it tells you how you get those points.
The determining alignments table, right?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, chaotic good.
So
And
8
then
on
that gets up
chaotic
to
and
10.
2 on good is 10. So you can
I
easily do that.
understand now.
Yes,
We're
I know it's
learning here.
very confusing the first
Yeah,
time.
everyone's learning with me.
Yes.
Perfect.
It is super poorly written. All right. Do you have something to pull the? And by the way, I'm kind of overriding the vote here because hell is not a great answer. Apparently, wow, 3 people want hell. I guess if you really want to be from hell, Rafi, I'll allow it. I was gonna say Nirvana, and my reason
That.
was that every time you die, you go to Nirvana and you take care of horses,
Mm.
and then you keep being brought back into life every cycle of a few hundred years to like complete some great horse quests, which you fail, and then but the angels bring you back to Nirvana. Or you could be from hell, and it's just you keep failing at this quest.
So where would a charismatic person go in death? Like,
Hell wouldn't be a bad place.
Hell,
yeah.
hell wouldn't be a bad
Well,
place.
I'm thinking mostly like he's got a streak of
Ooh, hell
he's got
horses.
hella lust in him. I guess would be a problem for him.
Hell of
Um,
lust.
Hella lust. I mean, it gets him into trouble more often than it doesn't. So, if we're going with the old "you're in prison because of it" sort of thing, I figure we should go full hog into that one. And because of that, Nirvana sounds like a place that you go when you have lust and lots of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that
So
sounds pretty.
Nirvana's like the kind of a neutral good area when you die.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
I thought it was
You
chaotic.
go to.
Is it chaotic
you can
good?
go
It's
to
a Gathians. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
neutral good. It's fine. You can go to.
Yeah,
You can.
Elysium.
Yeah, it's kind of like a.
Is Elysium still nature based? The reason I was picking
Uh,
Nirvana because it was all.
I believe Elysium is.
Yeah, it's
mostly
untouched
nature-based.
wilderness with wild forest and seas, high mountains. Okay, so you die, you go to Elysium for like 100 years. You take care of large fleets of horses, and then you're like, "Uh-oh, feel myself being sucked back into life. Guess it's time to go save the horses of the world from being eaten by goblins."
Or no, yeah, that's perfect. Fucking, let's go with that.
Goblins eat horses in
Easy.
Pathfinder, by the way. They're both
Easy.
mortal enemies.
Oh, really?
It's
You
weird,
get
but
better.
Goblins hate horses.
I mean, I don't have
because
any
horses
problems
always
sending
trample
horses
goblins.
to their death. I mean, like, let's say I pull a bunch of my friendly horses from, my afterlife or whatever, and I'm like, sweet, here you go.
Yeah, but
Go
they're
and die
not
again.
living horses. You're just
Ah,
you're borrowing them
Ah.
temporarily.
come back so I can kill you again.
Even if you are, you know where they go, and it's fun. So
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's Barry again.
You're like, I'll see you in a couple years, Steve, when I'm dead.
All the horses have very generic, boring names. Yeah,
Bob,
that's
Aerith.
legit. Yeah.
Bob.
Mhm.
All right. So, while we get some lowdown from the other players, just take some time to craft a coherent narrative. Yes, it's all wispy bullshit, and you probably won't get it all done this week. You have a whole week to get it 100%. Dan or Dom, who's up next?
I will go.
Okay,
will.
let's hear it.
Darzadabal was born in a town or a village. His father is the only parent left alive. He has one younger sister, catfolk sister. He was born into the middle class because his parents were merchants. The death of his mother was actually the major childhood event, death of the family.
Okay.
So it's death in the family. Ranger, I'm a survivalist. I was either orphaned, which I'm not orphaned, or I simply lived a life at the edge of society that required constant travel for basic existence. And I got into the habit of maybe killing off the giant humanoids that were preying on my village constantly.
Rough life.
Yeah, totally. Influential associates, the mercenary. With this person, there was always cost. No deed was done in making a trade for something of equal or greater value. Blah blah
Wow,
blah.
you read that way too fast. I didn't catch any of that.
With this person, there was always a cost. No deed was done making a trade for something of equal or greater value. Whether this individual's actions tended toward good, evil, or pure balance, he was always fair in his dealings. You respected this trait, and it influenced your own philosophy. You gain access to the mercenary social trait.
Okay.
Conflict, betrayal. I betrayed somebody who trusted me. The subject was a leader. The motivation was jealousy, and I choose to resolve it with no guilt of my actions, leaving total conflict points to 10. So 8 and 2. Chaotic good.
Yeah, they're good.
Yep. Romantic relationships. I have 0 experience in the romantic field.
Refuse will teach you.
Yeah, that's how you guys got together on the caravan now. Like, we see this altered history where Dar Zabdal's like watching Rafi like making a move on this young Varisian woman, and he's like, Zadda is interested in learning how to do that.
This one is interested in learning how to do that.
Mass Effect.
Ah,
God damn it.
enkindle this.
I'm trying to think of like how I would act in that situation. It's like,
I'll get back to you tomorrow after I'm done hanging out with this chick, buddy.
refuse. business."
Lesson number one. Lesson number one.
Sure.
Not now.
Not now. Oh
Are
boy.
there half cat folk?
Nope.
I mean, humans and
Nope.
Galarians seem to have a
Nope.
really,
Stop discussing
really
it.
flexible genetics. Sure.
The half races for me have always been very strange. Like, why are there no half dwarves, but there's half elves and orcs?
Well, there's half
Does
dwarf.
that
They're
just
called
be a
mules.
midget if it was a half dwarf and half human?
Oh,
Well, there's always
man.
the racial heritage sheet. You take
Tall
that out of the
fellow. Or half halflings.
They are half halflings.
He's just tall. That's
He's tall for
the
halfling.
Indigo Vespa of the hairy feet.
Oh man, standard action is so good.
I know.
They take forever to get their videos out, but it's so good. It's
Yeah.
probably because they're spending all their time collaborating with the Zombie Orpheus guys.
Who also, Dead Gentlemen also make very, very good
Yes.
stuff.
All right, we should get back on track. Dan, do you have a coherent narrative for your background?
Not nearly, no. Not yet.
Okay. All right, Dom. I know you have a coherent background because you've always been like, I'm going to play a dragon and I'm going to be an alcoholic. Woo!
Party dragon.
Let's hear it.
Okay, first how I rolled is Villa, but I'm just gonna scratch that and put Port Peril.
Okay.
The only
Born in
parent
Port
that's
Peril.
alive is the Mama Dragon, which was a great worm. The father was some type of demon. I haven't thought it out yet. I have a twin brother that ended up being half angel, but I'm the tainted one, so I'm the shun of the family. Mama dropped me off at the Church of Caden to try to get the evil out of me, be that chaotic good, but it ended up backfiring. I became an alcoholic. Okay, in prison, your crime record began when you were young. Oh, so a week ago. You were in prison and punished and it's so bad. Possessed by displaying in public as a criminal. Whether or not you did the crime, which I denied it because the demon made me do it, I gained the access to the criminal social trait, seeing prize and crown and shit. It basically it was arson. I kept drinking and belching fire everywhere and causing a riot, and I got fined for it. Well, I guess the church got fined for it. That's why they got mad at me.
This is Pathfinder, by the way. And for those wondering, why is he saying he only got arrested a week ago? Because his character is between 0 and 4 years old. Dragons just pop out full grown, and they're like, let's do this! I'm more intelligent than the average human.
We're
All right.
Jenkins.
All I gotta do is survive a few thousand years, and I'll be able to destroy the world.
Or die trying.
No big deal.
Oh yeah, I rolled a rogue background.
2000
No childhood at all, and takes them 1,000 years to grow up. Oh, teenagers forever. Crap.
Well, it makes sense that he's drinking all the time then. I mean, I would if I had
Teenagers that
1,000
are
years of
genuinely-
teenage years.
No, teenagers that are actually smarter than everyone else.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you're
They are
better.
teenagers smarter than everyone else.
Yeah, which is hilarious because I did the rogue background and I got Thrill Seeker. You and your friends turn to daring tasks to another, each challenging aspire even greater. Since then, you became a drilling junkie, performing dangerous tasks in order to chase a high.
Excellent.
And my influence, of course, is the Fiend. In your adolescent years, a week ago when the arson thing happened, I was possessed or dealt with a demon and living his raw power of fire. This taint is in my body and changed my life, and some parts of the demon remain inside of me like an old friend, the best friend I ever got high with. Influenced me towards destruction, and it grants me the possession magic trait, but I'm totally at first level going to take the damn story trait feat thingy,
Okay.
just because I think this will be hilarious.
All right.
Also, I got the Liberator story feat, so I'm not sure how I can tie that in as a story thing, but give me a week. Anyway.
Are you actually going to take those feats?
Yeah, you said no one takes them, so I'm taking them just for the fun of
All
it.
right. Okay.
Well, you let me pick a feat at next level because that'd be my first level, so I might as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, you get, when you take your first level of character class, you get a free feat. That's how it works.
Yeah, so I'm having fun with it. Okay, let me see what else. Apparently, I ally myself with destructive creatures, aka
Yeah, you do.
Craig's character, flying around. And the orc that like blowing up non-horse anti-oppression people. Destruction creatures, an organization individual. My conflict was the soldier or warrior. The paladin was like, "You're no good boy. You never amount to anything." And I'm like, "Screw you, old man. You're not even a real paladin. You're a inquisitor." So I have my conflict motivation was hatred and malice, all that drunken rage. And when I had my conflict, I enjoyed it, but I really don't want to admit to it.
Okay.
Let me see. My romance actually worked out well because no experience, too busy drinking,
It would be a little weird for you to be hanging out with girls at your age.
too busy getting drunk.
I think you need a few hundred more years before your mom wants you to start dating.
Yeah, right now I'm looking through demon lords to see which type of demon and what kind of lord I want to. I'm looking at the dragoon guy since he's kind of in the sea.
The hawk?
No, the
Oh.
dragoon. There's a dragoon demon lord that I'm not sure. It's spelled Dagon, dragon or
Dagon?
Dagon.
He is not a dragon lord. He is the lord of the deep ocean and mystery.
I mean demon lord. I meant to say demon lord. My bad.
Yeah.
Mehrunes
Dagon.
Dagon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dagon's hardcore, man. You're a sea dragon, though, right?
Yep.
You can swim. Yeah, it works perfectly for you.
Well, I'm supposed to be
You can
chaotic good. That's
It's
what
a little weird you're hanging out at bars of Kate and Killian, since they're not exactly the chillest of bros, but you are an alcoholic, so maybe that's your primary motivator in life.
That or there is another dragon one in here somewhere that gives you like favorite enemy claws. Not favorite enemy, favorite weapon claws. But I'm looking. I'm searching.
I would almost think Lamashtu gives you that if I didn't know the bastard sword. We might have lost Dan again.
No, just camera thing.
Oh, we got a
It's my
Google
kid.
Doc here now?
Yeah, I just dumped
Copy
all that,
that.
stuff in there.
Boom.
Trident, heavy.
Excellent. All right, so these traits, Dave, you can pick one trait from everything that just got listed on your character. So there's plenty of traits there to pick from, and then you can pick two from anywhere. And I don't know if you've picked traits yet, but if not, I'm sure Dan can help you with Craig, since they're really good at picking broken-ass traits.
Oh, I've already.
Wait a minute. Say that again. You can pick how many?
You pick one from character creation, and then two from anywhere.
Oh.
Yep.
So we get. Oh, I thought we had to take one from the campaign.
There is no campaign trait for this.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Traits, like the character stuff, because there was some traits that I picked on my.
Yeah, they're very small bonuses that they give you. Let me see.
Because I picked a few on my character sheet already.
Well, we can go with those then, rather than
I
reverse
picked-
it.
That is where I get all of my information on traits, or most of it.
Where did I put it? I picked. There was one that gave me diplomacy as a character skill, like a class skill.
Yep.
Which I figured would be very useful to get. And I don't know what that's called. Damn it! Did I throw this in the bin or something?
You
like
were
that?
sorcerer though, right?
Yeah.
I think that's already a class skill.
No, it's not.
It is not.
unfortunately.
Really? Wow, that's shocking.
Diplomacy? No.
Yeah.
This one is weird things.
Uh,
You get bluffed because you're supposed to lie.
Oh right, yeah. During our discussions in email, I can't find your character sheet yet, but you did mention traits. I'm fine with you keeping the traits you have rather than modifying them at this point. So if you already have picked two traits, get a third one from what you just did. Because that's perfect, because you get 2 free traits and then 1 from character creation.
Okay.
So all those traits that are listed that, yeah, in your document, you listed out which specific traits you get access to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out where I put the traits that I picked, because I picked them. Just don't remember where they are now. Anyway, I'll go back through it again and find them. But well, from those traits, is there anything out there that sticks out as decent? Because I'm looking at them now. That
Knowledge planes can come in handy. So
Scholar of the Great Faith, I think, is the Great
yeah,
Beyond.
Scholar of the Great Beyond. Yeah.
okay, let's take a
Yeah,
look
because
here.
right off the bat, knowledge planes. I don't know.
Reincarnated
I
isn't
know,
bad. +2 versus fear and death.
Reincarnated faith trait.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it all depends if you already have a faith trait, which I don't think you do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So on the subject of the dragon, Dom, we have a comment. Maybe more intelligent. I suppose that's supposed to mean for the average human, but not always the most wise.
Exactly. I'm full of myself.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Oh yeah, by the way, I already found the trait I'm picking.
Okay.
I'm taking
Oh.
criminal because apparently child dancers don't have the same device.
Okay.
Well, think about it. If I'm going to free slaves, I have to be able to break off the shackles.
Yeah, man, you gotta kill the masters and free the slaves.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. So I picked reactionary, which is bonus to initiative,
Yeah.
and trustworthy, which is +1 bonus on bluff and diplomacy, and gives diplomacy as a skill as a
They're actually
class
really
skill.
good choices. Reactionary is pretty much like 100%. Almost everyone takes that one.
Yeah. So from the
actually
other ones, I like the idea of having knowledge of where I'm from.
The
I think.
planes.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So, Scholar of the Great Beyond faith trait is what I will pick, and then I
Okay.
would pick knowledge planes, obviously. Oh, no, whatever. Wait, do you have to specify what plane you have knowledge of, or is it just in general?
Nope, it's all the planes.
It's just knowledge planes.
Yep, it's just knowledge of planes.
I'm a little dark. I need to turn up.
I'm looking through the gods right now. Do you know off the top of the head anybody that's chaotic neutral or chaotic evil that's about anarchy?
Um,
'Cause I'm looking through. I'm like trying to find anarchy.
I don't know that there's a god specifically for anarchy. Rovagog comes to mind.
Oh snap! That's some hardcore.
No.
Yeah, you'd have to be some sort of insane person to pick Rovagog as your god. I say as I turn my head right to look at Craig. And then turn back.
Who would be silly enough to do that?
Who would do that? Who would dare open that portal?
Who indeed?
Kind of monster. So just in case you're wondering, Dave, what we're talking about, Rovagog is pretty much the god all the other gods ganged up on to lock in prison because he's insane and wants to destroy everything everywhere. And in fact, eventually will. It can't be stopped.
Yeah.
They're just biding time.
Even angels and devils work together. It's like, this fool's crazy.
Yep.
Okay,
They
that sounds.
couldn't kill him. They only could imprison him. That's how much. And his heralds are like, he has more than one herald, and they're all badasses.
Yeah, the Tarisk is his herald.
I thought he had like 5.
Well, the Tarisk is his herald. Everybody else is his children, right? Like, he
Yeah.
bleeds out of the prison, and his blood turns into horrific super monsters.
Which are utter badass.
Yeah, the Rovagog is very strange.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So if everybody's set, we're actually gonna get started. Yeah, we can get started.
I'm missing a few things, like I don't have equipment and that sort of stuff. But
we can hammer
whatever.
that out over the week.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get into any
Fantastic.
combat situations. I think we're gonna
Cool.
stop before that and call it a night.
Fantastic.
So we begin, of course, in the shackles. No surprise there because it's Skulls and Shackles. And look at this new high-tech map. Taking forever to look. episodes.
Is this in roll 20?
Yep.
Whoa.
Actually, gonna take a minute to load there because. We begin on Motaku Island, which is command of Pirate Lord Tessa Fairwind. And you are in the only deep cove port in all of Motaku Island, the town of Lillywhite, where they are beginning their annual celebration of the Rum Punch Festival. The four of you are gathered in a local tavern for a poker game, but we start with our camera looking at this particular picture of the map of the Shackles, and then it zooms in on the town of Lillywhite, and you get this kind of voiceover as we move in, and the town curves along the shoreline of Motaku Isle, spreading across bridges to a few small islands sitting in the deep blue bay. Small, well-made wooden buildings ring the harbor. Festive flower and palm frond garlands hang from various buildings, bridges, and statues. Vessels of varying shapes and sizes jam nearly all of the town's piers, and a great number of ocean-going ships are laying at anchor, rendering the outer harbor nearly impassable. Throngs of revelers, many wearing masks, carouse through the town while singing and drinking from frothing tanks. So we begin at this card game. Oh,
Now, do
apparently
I have marked cards?
I have to shuffle these cards before I play them.
I do not have marked cards.
There you go.
Oh,
Each of you should have some cards.
okay.
And so the dealer turns to the rest of you and turns toward Dar Zabdal. Says, "Gentlemen, it is your bet. You are this more blind."
What's the table minimum?
5 gold pieces.
Ooh. So do we
Am I
just
fucking
click
up by
and look
drawing
at
these
our-
cards here? I think I am a little bit.
Don't worry about it. I will dump that card.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
So you just click the button and look at cards?
You guys can look at your own cards,
Oh.
hopefully.
How do you do that?
Down
Oh.
underneath your characters, right, there should be cards directly above your...
This one will bet the 5.
Okay, and then he turns toward the dragon. How are you holding your cards?
Dragon style.
What does dragon style look like?
I'm like holding one with my feet, holding one with my hand, holding one with.
So you're like sitting on a chair and you got them like in your claws and like one in your jaw so that you can look down on it?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're the big blind. Will you match the bet?
Who's the big blind? Me.
Yep, you. Dragon.
What game are we playing? Are we playing Texas Hold'em or
5 cards stud.
5 guard stud?
I don't really know how this betting system's going down. I'm pretty much making up on the fly because I realized I gave you guys 5 cards instead of 2.
That's why I was like, what?
Well, dude,
I'm like, I don't know. You know
There's
what?
some betting going on here. We'll figure it out as it goes on.
You know what? I'm gonna fold.
Okay. All right. You fold out. I think you have to still pay the blind, right?
Okay.
Am I wrong about that? You have to pay the
'cause
blind.
you're the big
Yeah.
blind.
Yep.
Blind.
to
So you
get-
have to put the 10 in anyway.
I put my 5 in, or did you put 10?
And then he turns to Rafi and is like, do you feel confident in your bet, sir?
I'm looking at the cards and yeah, Rafi like tries to look at another person's card, whoever's sitting next to him.
Okay, I like
He
that.
sort of like leans back and it's like, you know, it's like,
You see me kind of poof a little
You
bit.
can make a sleight of hand or a stealth check versus the perception of everyone at the
oh
table.
god. Let's see. All right. I would like to make a bluff check, maybe. No, wait, I can't do that. I can't do that. Sleight of hand. Where is that? Okay, that's Dex. So I got nothing. So I can roll